When I was 10, my dad took me to the doctor and he was like, what did you do to this kid? Are you giving him steroids? He's like, no, the kid doesn't stop lifting things, doesn't stop doing pull-ups, push-ups. So I don't know what to do with him.
So we've got your son's blood results back, and unfortunately the results suggest that he's either been injecting heaps and heaps of steroids without your knowledge, or
he's been doing pull-ups.
I love that. What are we going to do with him? He just keeps doing basic bodyweight exercises. What are we going to do?
We might need to put him down.
I find it ironic that he then ended up turning to steroids as he got older, you know what I'm saying? The doctors were like, dude, you're doing this many push-ups, you might as well be injecting fucking
Steroids in your eyeballs.
Let's see what he goes on to say next.
But as I was working out, I realized that my soul was higher than my body, and I wanted to expand my body so much so my soul will fit inside. When I got to 235 pounds, I felt so happy. I was walking around with a smile everywhere. I could breathe, and that's why I was working out.
Could you breathe? It's motivation for the gym. I see it now. He's saying that kids, their soul is too big for their body. That's why he was
straight up addicted to pull-ups. He had to go to Pull-Ups Anonymous when he was younger.
That's why he wanted to get big. And moral of the story is so that his soul could fit in his own body. I mean, it's a sort of go to the gym to feel comfortable in your own skin sort of meme, but he had a word count to hit. I like it, personally. I think, inspirational.
Scientifically, obviously, it's horse shit, but mentally, it's all good stuff.
If I smash your door in and come into your house, what will you do? Now, are you ready to protect what is yours? Not through this screen. Get the fuck up and go and become a motherfucking man.
You're supposed to use the handle, mate. It's the handle.
The doorbell's not for decoration either.
To be fair, there's a lot of steps to opening a door. You've got to grab the handle and turn it, which is far too many steps for Mr. Caveman over here. But at least he found a solution. His two brain cells came together,
and he just went, fuck it, bang.
What course is this guy selling?
Is he teaching hands-free breaking and entering?
Hey, I just bought your course. I want to be a real man like you. So where do we start?
Oh, brilliant. Brilliant news. So what I'm going to do now is for the rest of the week, every night while you and your family are sleeping, I'm going to break in and just go fucking ham. And basically, if you can't, defend yourself and be a real man, then,
I'm going to kill you and your family. I'm going to beat you to death. So,
yeah, sleep tight, I guess. I was just trying to remember what the point of this is. I can't remember. I just love violence.
I want to break in, so.
A lot of people in the comments said they'd just shoot him, which is fair enough. I'm British, so I don't have the privilege, but I suppose I could just throw some scalding hot tea at him.
Am I right, USA?
Separate point, but is this guy AI? I mean, I've looked through a few of his videos, and I'm certain he's AI, but no one's really talking about it.
Moved here, I didn't speak any fucking word in English. I didn't speak one word in English. What I did find was a Chinese restaurant right across the street. When I used to go there, eventually the owner fell in love with me, and he said, that kid is special. I would come to him. He would move all of the tables, and he would teach me Kung Fu. I was 10 years old. It was different, and I loved it.
I've got questions.
We're going to skip over the fact that some old guy fell in love with him when he was 10 years old.
It's a great choice of words.
But hey, it sure is different.
Maybe you loved it.
Yeah, guys, I think this kid's special. Why?
Oh, because he keeps banging his head against that wall.
I need to properly watch one of this guy's podcasts, because the amount of stories I've seen now. Side quests.
This guy's done them all, mate.
Let's feast our eyes on another one of his stories that you keep sending me.
King Solomon is actually one of my ancestors. Most people don't know. King Solomon, King David, they're in my ancestor blood. Some people compare me with my wisdom to King Solomon.
What? What are you saying, dude?
I mean, were they joking?
How could you even begin to prove that? I mean, wisdom like that
it's got to run in the blood.
I mean, people compare me to Jesus, because boy can I slice a fish.
So we're probably related.
The guy's backstory is endless. If even half of this stuff is true, then fair play.
Do you know what I mean? This guy's the fucking man.
What are you drinking, by the way?
This is hydrogen water. So what I did was I took your regular water, your regular shit LA water, and I put it in this bottle, and I turned it on, and in 10 minutes later, it tells me I'm ready. You could hear it. Psst. That's flat water that just popped out of there, right? So this water has been condensed with hydrogen.
This guy put hydrogen in his water. Why didn't anyone think of that? He put hydrogen into H2O.
Next to be putting fucking oxygen in. I mean, that'll be the day. Onward, Mr. Cardone. Tell us what it's going to do.
And now what it's going to do, when I drink this 10 ounces, it's going to just permeate every cell in my body at about 1,000x what regular water would do.
It's just going to permeate those cells, boy. Probably by about, if I had to guess, and I do, I'd say about 1,000x, hit or miss.
That's insane. You got any studies on
No,
that?
you don't need studies for this shit, mate. I'm feeling pretty permeable right now, alright?
Why don't we 10x that shit? Those are rookie numbers in this racket. Okay, I want more hydrogen. Where can a brother get some more hydrogen?
Add more hydrogen.
I want to be sipping on H3O. Alright, less of this 2 nonsense.
I want my shitty LA water converted into pure battery acid.
Dude, you don't understand. It's just gonna permeate every cell in my body by 1,000x. I love that bit.
I mean, he's not putting his degree in bro science to waste, that's for sure.
What's your favorite color? Purple. Anybody else? Favorite color? Camo. Okay. Ask me mine. Hey, thanks for asking. So I was born in Miami, Florida.
Moved to Minnesota when I was 7 years old and lived half-time Miami, half-time Minnesota till I was...
I don't think this one's in the
Never
rainbow.
really felt at home, except if I was on a beach.
I'm gonna cut him off there for a minute, you know, just before I start, like, clawing at my retinas.
I'm so glad he provided all that context that I didn't ask for.
I mean, this guy really is trying to hit the word count. This is a perfect example. It's like you try and flunk a French-speaking exam. You haven't revised, and they go, well, what's your favourite colour? And you go, like, well,
My name's Dave, I've got 3 sisters, but I love swimming.
I mean, what does this guy do for a living?
His day's over after he's been asked about 10 questions.
Imagine him in a normal job.
Hello, mate, I need a refill. What's your cheapest pint? Well, I was born in Miami, Florida. My parents moved to Minnesota.
Well, anyway, let's see if he ever gets to the colour, or if we just get more of his life story.
If I was on a beach and I saw palm trees, I knew it was close to my friends, my food, my music, the things that made me happiest, and palm trees are green, so my favorite color is green. So now, of all those colors, which will you remember, number one? Mine. Why? It was a story.
Yeah, you might have made it more memorable, maybe. You've also increased the suicide rate.
In that room by at least 20%.
Actually, did he make it more memorable? All I learned was to never interact with him again. I feel like the minute you started telling me where he was born...
I fucking locked out, forgot the question, now I'm just looking for the fire exits.
But fire exits are green, which is Mr. Miami's favourite colour. Shit, it's so damn memorable.
I wish it wasn't.
Bro, they tried to nerf us at the door because our fits were too fucking hard. I'm being dead ass. They were like, you can't come in wearing that, because Carson was wearing this hard-ass Satoshi Nakamoto flannel, and I was wearing this Capital, like, vest that was cut off. And they were like, oh, well, I mean, yeah, your fits are fucking crazy.
No fucking way.
These guys are sick.
I'd love to let you in, gents, but looking like that, there's just no shot. I mean, we can't have you
Exceeding the fucked limit of fits in this joint.
Guys, you gotta see this. Look at their outfits, it's fucked.
That is sick, bro.
It's so cool.
Guys, we'd normally let you in, but for God's sake, leave some sweet drip for the rest of us. I mean, that Capital vest alone.
Makes you straight up overqualified for this shithole.
You'll embarrass everyone else.
Let's see what else they got to say. This is a real nail biter.
Most of the time, we just don't let people in wearing this type of stuff.
We're wearing fits that we would like just do it on a Tuesday, and they were like, hold your horses, guys.
Hold your horses, guys. This guy is so dripped out that he's...
Melting.
This is how they dress on a Tuesday, then. One can only dream of their Friday fits.
I mean, they'd be overdressed for the Oscars.
Big up Daddy Wellness, by the way. Love that guy, but barely even noticed him because these two cats he's got on the pod stealing the show with those outfits. I mean,
Put that fucking chain away. It's blinded me. It's only a Tuesday.
Some kid was talking shit to my buddy's girlfriend, and so I just went over to him. I picked him up, I hit him in the face twice, and I threw him through a massive glass window in this restaurant. Shattered the whole thing. Police immediately come over, and I thought it was his buddies trying to grab me, so I cocked back and elbowed somebody straight in the face, and I turned around, and it's a police officer.
and then he fucking woke up.
From his little violent wet dream.
What inspires people to say this stuff in the public eye and expect people to be like,
I love this guy.
when someone chats shit about my boys, I just see red. I just see red and I go so
Crazy. God, I'm so crazy.
I mean, you guys know what I'm like when I'm angry. It's bonkers, right? So I just picked him up, because that's the sort of thing that happens. Then, bang, bang.
Couple digs for the road. Catch. Straight through the window, mate.
Straight through the window. You should have been there. But you weren't there, obviously. And no one was there, because that would be no big proof.
And I run a no-proof policy with my stories.
Let's see what happens next.
Like, you're gonna get aggravated assault on a police officer. You just got 2 DUIs. You're like a bad kid, and I'm fucked up, bro.
He's a bad kid and he's fucked up? Holy shit.
Shit, this guy's a rock star, dude.
How's he gonna get out of this one?
I was like, look, officer, I completely understand where you're at. But let me just help you understand a little bit where I was at, and in the heat of the moment, why I did what I did. And then I also, worked with him.
I won't do you the disservice of showing you the rest of that, but he gets away with it. By talking to the police officer, he gets away with it, and I don't really know what's a story worth telling. Is he
Selling a course on police assault? I don't get it.
But the moral of the story is basically, get blackout kids and start fights.
I was walking, I heard like, wanting nothing gives you everything. I heard that sentence in my head. And then I kept walking and I started repeating it out loud. I was like, wanting nothing gives you everything. And then I understood, wanting nothing gives you everything.
Oh, God, that's so true.
I'm having a wisdom overload here.
Wanting nothing gives you everything.
And if you just say it enough, it becomes the truth.
It should be illegal to throw out things that meaningless. I mean, the police should come in and say,
Madame, we are taking the microphone for evidence.
Where does the logic end with that statement? You know what I'm saying? Like, if you don't want something, are you guaranteed it?
I wouldn't love bowel cancer. Is it over for me?
But then she goes on to open up a new fresh can of wisdom with this.
Like this glass right here, someone imagined it and then they created it, right? So if you imagine yourself as a version that you want to be and you start acting like it, that's when it comes into the physical realm.
God, I'm so high on knowledge right now. You're imagining yourself as a version that you want to be? Want? You're not meant to want anything.
We've talked about this. Come on. How are you expecting to get everything?
If anything, that is the opposite of what you just said before. She's spraying this misdirectional advice.
And she told me to go north. Now she's saying go south. I'm furious.
You died today. Your mother, me, and maybe another 50, 75 people show up. By 2 p.m., half of us are hungry. We're booking restaurants. By 5 p.m., your mom can't shed any more tears. She goes home, she goes to bed, and in the morning she figures out, how do I pay the bill?
Belmont, you've got to stop turning up people's funerals just unannounced.
I won't tell you again.
If you die today, your mother, me, why are you there? Guy just slipped himself an invite. You're not top of the guest list.
Let's bring, make sure to invite Mom, and then obviously Belma.
Get away from me, brother. I just sat there at my funeral just booking restaurants.
Everyone be booking restaurants, just you. It's probably just you, mate.
Your mum can't shed any more tears. She goes home, she goes to bed.
What are you, following her?
I was watching her cry, and then follows her home. This is just his thing. This is what he does on the weekends.
911, what's your emergency?
Ah, yeah. Sorry to bother you guys again, but it's Belma.
Yeah, it's Belma. He's funeral crashing again.
He was just sat in the corner watching the mum cry the whole time. Then he got blackout on Johnny Walker at the wake, and now he's just following her home.
I mean, it's standard procedure. You guys know what to do at this point.
You have a razor that you use to shave.
Yeah.
If I give it to a child and he cuts his face, who's at fault? Is it the razor or is it the child? It can't be the razor because the razor's just the razor. The razor does what the razor does.
Yeah, it's your fault, mate. It'd be your fault.
You gotta stop giving razors to children. I keep
telling him. I keep telling this fucking guy.
911, what's your emergency?
Yeah, sorry, this guy, Luke Belma, I don't know if you've heard him.
He just keeps giving razors to children. He says he's trying to
prove a point, but I think he's just doing it for the love of the game, to be honest.
I had a $4 million house. I got rid of it because it was fucking bullshit. Every month, pipes breaking. Every month, humidity. Every month, people in my house. People in and out of my house. Dude, it's not even my house. Like, people that I don't even know coming in and leaving out of my house all day long. I'm like, dude, I don't like this.
Wow, that sounds rough, man, but...
Did you ever think about, I don't know, locking the fucking door?
People were just coming in and out of
my house, and there was just nothing I could do about it.
What did this $4 million
house not come with fucking keys, dude?
Guy bought a hostel.